Soul Slave, Chapter 5. Geez, oh Pete, did I get hit in the head with a brick? Lily tried to open her eyes, but had to close them right away as the sun nearly blinded her. What the hell? Lily shielded her eyes and pulled herself up. She nearly toppled to her side from the intense throbbing in her head. She looked around to see it was an unusually sunny day, and she was on a roof? How in the hell did I get up here? She muttered to herself. Trying to think back on her most recent events, she realized she had been at the expo with Bo and her parents. Oh no. Lily realized she was supposed to meet with Bo's parents at 10 o'clock last night. She wasn't sure how she managed to fall asleep on the roof, but she knew that Bo's parents, maybe even Bo, were going to be livid. How in the hell do I get down from here? Lily said to herself as she scanned her surroundings. She noticed a door with a large entrance sign on it. I guess that's obvious enough, she shrugged and headed for the door. Lily pulled on the door. It was locked. You have got to be kidding me, Lily shouted when she kicked at the door. Now what? She yelled into the air, throwing up her arms in frustration. Just then, Lily noticed what looked like a fire escape or maintenance type of staircase on the side of the roof. Lily walked over to it and looked over the edge. It was a pretty far way down and didn't look easy to manage, but she saw no other option, as Lily didn't carry a cell phone. Lily believed that they were ways for the government officials and operatives to track you. Besides, she couldn't regularly afford a cell phone bill. Lily took a deep breath and carefully climbed over the side and shifted around with her feet until she had sure footing. There, that wasn't so bad, she said to herself. Don't move, said a voice in her head. Huh? Don't move, said the voice again. This voice was not her own. Had she gone crazy? Who is that? She called out. No answer. Lily turned to see if anyone was near her. As soon as she turned, she could hear the screeching and cracking of the metal beneath her. Lily could feel the metal mesh floor beneath her jerk sideways. Lily quickly looked for something to grab onto. Grab my hand, a voice shouted. She heard the voice coming from above her. She looked up and saw a hand reaching down. Just as the platform was about to do a complete 180, Lily thrust her hand forward and caught the outstretched hand. With a great strength, she felt herself being pulled up to the safety of the roof. When she had caught her breath and footing again, she looked up to thank whoever was responsible. I told you not to move, said a pale man in a dark hood. He had a flat but worried look on his face. Wait a second. Lily was sure she had met this man before, but couldn't recall where. Do I know you? She said to the man. I don't think so, he said nervously, placing his hands in his pockets. How did you do that? Lily said, trying to piece together what had just happened. Do what? He said, looking upon the ground. You know, talk in my head like that, she said. I didn't. Maybe the adrenaline made you think so? The man turned his back to Lily. He sounded nervous and looked nervous, which only made Lily believe that she was right and he was lying. No, I remember distinctly that I heard your voice in my head, she glared. He remained quiet. Hey, I'm talking to you, Lily said as she approached him. He quickly turned around and pointed his finger at her. I'm sorry about last night, he said to her sadly. It doesn't normally hurt. Hurt? Lily then remembered the pain in her head when she woke up. She looked at the scenario before her and suddenly remembered seeing the exact same scenario before. You did that to me. I do know you. You're Akash, that's it, Akash, Lily yelled at him, and ran a distance to keep his weird magic finger away from her. Please, Lily, don't make this hard, he said gently, but still with a twinge of pain. You did the same thing to me last night, you freak. What the hell are you? She yelled at him, still backing away slowly from his hand pointing directly at her. He looked at her for a moment and dropped his arm. He took a long, deep breath. If I tell you, will you let me do what I must? He asked her gently. That depends. Are you going to use your finger to kill me? Lily responded. No, he grinned at her assumption. What then? She said. It's to make you forget. Last night, you fell asleep so fast, you fell and hit your head. I was unable to catch you. That is why your head hurts. As I said, it normally doesn't hurt, he said coolly. Lily was not sure what to think about all of this. All she knew was that, no matter what, he was going to use that crazy finger of his. She also knew that whoever or whatever this thing was, he didn't want her dead. If he did, he would have just let her fall, or had done her in last night. She might as well feed her craving curiosity, even if she wouldn't remember it later. And with her empty stomach churning, she might even get a free meal out of it too. Fine, she said. But you have to at least buy me breakfast too. Okay, he laughed. I suppose after last night I owe you that at least. Okay then, she said. And keep that finger of yours in your pocket, she glared. Deal, he agreed.